And she also has been wearing a different fit every match.
Yeah.
One of them was a Who Decides War.
Yeah,
Um,
she wore Who Decides War, she's worn Poochie, she's worn Loire, she wore Kate.
and
I
I think
mean,
she's officially sponsored by Lacoste. Like she's an official spokesperson. I don't know how they worked it out where she was wearing anybody else besides them
mhm.
on court. But hey, I'm here for it and I love it. What's up, Janelle?
Hey, Bronzy.
How are you doing?
I am hanging in there. How are you?
I am, I am, I am. I'm good. I'm good. Overall, I'm
Okay.
good. Coming off a long weekend, so that's always appreciated.
Yes, yes. A long weekend full of some good sports to
Yes.
watch. You know, if you didn't get out the house and do anything crazy, but yeah,
Yeah, didn't get out and do
can't
anything
complain.
crazy. I was supposed to go and actually physically watch some good sports, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Didn't necessarily get a chance to do that, but yeah, I've been glued to a lot of tennis, if I'm being honest.
Surprise,
What's new
surprise.
though? How you
Same.
been? How's your weekend?
Uh, Pretty good. Stayed put for the most part. A lot of tennis watching, a lot of football as well. Nothing too crazy. Just kind of taking the long weekend to actually sit my ass down and relax.
Got
So,
you. Yeah,
yeah.
last week I was in San Diego, so this weekend being longer was warranted. I really appreciated just a moment to woosah, like at the tail end of a long work project. So happy to be on the other side of that for now, but it never stops. But I don't want to belabor. I know we are doing this on a school night and we have quite a few topics in Above the Fold. Are you ready to jump in?
Let's do it. And recording on a school night has kind of become our thing.
Yeah,
Let's talk about that. Let's
we
regroup.
need to, we need to regroup. Team meeting immediately.
Perfect. All right. Well, since you kind of already touched on it a little bit, I figured it would make a lot of sense for us to open up the conversation talking about um, the U.S. Open.
Yes.
Yeah. So as you mentioned, there's been a lot of tennis going on. The U.S. Open is going on. We're heading into the semis. Um, and you almost went to a match the other day. What happened?
Yes. Okay. So, Coco Gauff and Naomi Osaka, they were meeting in the round of 16.
Correct.
And immediately after both of them won their match, I said, let me grab.
Their third round match or whatever. Yeah, the round before.
Yeah, immediately after they won their match, I said, let's grab some tickets to see them prime time, likely on Labor Day. Brought those tickets, which is prime time at the US Open at 7 p.m. So they have like a morning session on the main courts as well as the evening session. They lingered and lingered and lingered until they released the
Right.
court schedule, like who was on what matches. And they literally put Naomi and Coco on during the day match, which wasn't our ticket slot. We had the 7 p.m. So we ended up reselling those tickets. And ultimately it kind of worked out because the match ended up being a dud anyway. And I say that because it
Yeah.
wasn't like tight or competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coco
What
kind
was
of came
that
out
about?
flat. Well, Coco's changing her serve mechanics right now. So everything's been
True.
like super hyper focused on that. And she decided to do that a week before the US Open started. Um
Yes, but she didn't lose that match because of her
right, but here's the
her
thing. When you hyper fixate on something that
mhm.
I feel like she was hyper fixated on the serve that the rest of her game just didn't show up. And it was like, oh, my serve is finally working, but I can't hit ground strokes all of a sudden. Like she wasn't
Mhm.
putting any returns in the court. So needless to say, I end up being like glad that we resold the tickets.
Yeah.
Hindsight is 2020. So happy about that. Mad that Felix is out. Who else we mad is out?
Francis Tiafo.
Oh, Felix is in. I meant to say Francis. Mad that
I was about to
Francis
say,
Tiafo
wait,
is out.
who is
Felix
Felix?
OJ Aliassime. He's Canadian, but he's black.
Oh, I did see him. I did see him play. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
so he's into the
Quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals. Not sure if you saw all the commotions with Taylor Townsend
Of
in her
course I did.
singles match with Yelena Ostapenko, who, for the record, has not been like a great competitor when it comes to sportsmanship. So not surprised by this, but she had the right one, like in terms of what she said on court.
Yeah.
So I'm glad for the visibility.
For our listeners who may not have seen that, what exactly happened?
Yeah, so Taylor won the match against, where's Ostapenko from? Latvia. And Ostapenko like shook her hand. She was upset because Taylor did not apologize for a net court, which is the ball that clips the net and dribbles over to your opponent's side and you win the point.
But to put a caveat, the ball dribbled over the net, Ostapenko got to the ball, and then Taylor's next shot was a winner. So.
Okay. And also she was upset that Taylor... She began the warm up from the net, which is not common. So she went on a rant to say that Taylor didn't have any class and she was uneducated and see what happens outside the U.S. So that was what that was about. Taylor won her next match but lost her round of 16.
Right.
Which was unfortunate. But she's still in the doubles. She's number one in doubles. They won today against Venus and Leylah Fernandez. Sucks for Venus, but also super excited. Venus can have her own segment. But yeah.
Yeah, I will say, like, it has been fun watching, obviously, like, drama with Taylor aside, it was fun watching her singles run, especially knowing her history and like how hard she fought to like even be able to like play in the majors and some of the, earlier in her career. I wouldn't say when she was like, maybe it was when she was.
It was the transition from juniors into the pro tour where they like pretty much sidelined her.
Yeah, they basically sidelined her because of like her weight.
Yeah,
if I remember
like the
correctly.
USTA telling her she wouldn't get a wild card. She needs to lose weight. She needs to go to these training camps. Just literally
berating.
Yeah.
And so, she's had to fight through all that in her career to get to where she is.
Yeah. So to see that, then the fact that she's ranked number one in doubles but has no sponsor, had to like start her own line that she wears herself. I noticed on one of the matches, I think it was the one. See, you better than me with the names. I know all the black people's names, but I can't. The Ostapenkos, the Sabalenka, that's about as much as you're going to get out of me. So she was playing one of them white girls that she beat, and she had like Ben Crump sponsored a match, and, which I thought was like super interesting, seeing a black girl. I think she's from Chicago, defying the odds and, defying the naysayers. So I'm excited to see where she goes from here. Now, a lot more people now know her name. A lot of these brands can't say that they don't know who she is. So as we head to whatever the next major is, whenever that is, if anything changes, if she gets any like major sponsorships or major deals.
Yeah. More importantly, the way she conducted herself, I think gave her like so much credibility, even within all of this. So shout out to her. We've been a fan of hers. She doesn't play singles too often. Like a lot of times she has to come through qualifying, so you might not see her name or see her matches. But hopefully she's able to keep and build on this momentum when it comes to singles.
Yeah. And then as you mentioned today, she and her partner, again, I don't what a white people's name. She and her partner beat Venus and her partner.
Leylah Fernandez.
Yep, her. And it was good to see the reception that Venus got on, even exiting the tournament, but just obviously the deference that the crowd gave to an icon and a legend like Venus. But really what I wanted to talk about was like her on-court fashion this whole tournament. Like she really, I know she claims she's only playing for the insurance, but sis got coin. And it shows.
Venus has coin. Let's talk about it. Like she's 45 years old, making a return to tennis. I don't know if you've seen like all of the talk around her saying she came back. She's able to play healthy now. She went through like major surgery over the last year.
Like uterine fibroid surgery.
Yeah, like 12 years ago, I think is when we found out that she had the Sjogren's syndrome, or what she thought was that. She was misdiagnosed. And so she's been playing for half of her career with an ailment that nobody else, like a disadvantage that nobody else had. And she's saying like now that she feels like free. She's able to finally play healthy and not be in her head about her health, which I think is the real win. In her first round singles match, she took a set off of the world number. Isn't Mahova in the top 20 or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
So like, this is without her playing a ton of matches. So she's still a ball striker. Obviously, she can't move the way she used to. I mean, she's 45, but to see her out there enjoying herself is the win. And she also has been wearing a different fit every match.
Yeah.
One of them was a Who Decides War.
Yeah, she wore Who Decides War. She's worn Poochie. She's worn Loire. She wore Kate.
And I think she's officially sponsored by Lacoste. Like, she's an official spokesperson. I don't know how they worked it out where she was wearing anybody else besides them on court. But hey, I'm here for it and I love it. Also, in her singles round match, I think we talked about it before this year, the U.S. Open was paying homage to Althea Gibson, as it's the 50th year anniversary of her winning. And her outfit that day was... I could be misquoted.
I'll tell you. Go ahead. Continue.
That outfit, she had like a white collar shirt with the white skirt with lapels. That was a homage to Althea. So she's been serving the look. She's been like really honing her queendom when it comes to who she is in the tennis world. And I love the reception that she's getting. Like, give her all of her things and all of her flowers.
Yeah. Well, a couple more tennis related things. I think unless you were living under a rock, you saw that Serena is now the ambassador for a company called Row. Right? RO?
Yes, that's correct.
And they primarily around a injectable that they sell, a GLP-1, which is what like the Ozempic and Wegovy class of drugs is. But she was getting a lot of backlash because she's using this weight loss treatment. And just wonder, like, do you think that the backlash is warranted? I mean, she's obviously getting a check for this. The other thing that a lot of people aren't talking about is the fact that I believe her husband is a
investor.
Yeah, an investor in this company. So, you know, I think a lot of the backlash comes from the fact that like Serena has gotten a lot of attention because of her body, right? For better or worse, and just being a world-class athlete and like staying in the gym and staying fit that way. So then to see her as the face of one of these GLP-1 brands, I think caught a lot of people off guard. Now, I don't know if the backlash is like warranted or, you know, she's been off the court for how long now?
3 years.
3 years. So yes, she's probably not out there regularly hitting the ball. She said that, maybe, but then she also said that like having the 2 kids has, you know, just the way that her body kind of reacts to weight or how hard it is to keep weight off, her body has just changed. But yeah,
I was about to
what
say,
were your thoughts on that?
Knowing Serena, knowing as much as we can know about Serena, she's not one of those people that takes the easy way out. Even after she had Olympia, it was visibly clear that she wasn't able to get the weight off, and she was working her ass off to try to. And then I would assume that it probably was the same case with her second daughter, Adira. And so I do feel like what she's saying is true when she's saying like, my body has changed. Like, I'm a world-class athlete. I know how to work out and diet to get the results from my body. But at a certain point, nothing was moving the needle. And so for that reason, I'm like, do what you need to do. You're a grown woman. And as long as it's safe for you and like you're not putting yourself in harm. Like I'm all for like these drugs and methods. That's my statement.
Mm-hmm.
There is like a conflict of interest because her husband is an investor in the company, and obviously her being Serena Williams and being the face of it now is like, eh. But is that just because it's a pharmaceutical drug? Like, would it be different if it was something else? Probably you wouldn't hear so much backlash. So, I get like where it's coming from. I don't think it's warranted.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's been doing this for 30 years, like as far as living in her body, making her body do what she wanted it to do. At this point, if something is helping her and she's happy, be happy.
Yeah.
That's my take.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that. I do think it does get a little sticky with the whole like husband being an investor, but like, so like, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, would it be any
I'm
different?
sure this isn't the first time something like this has happened. It won't be the last. So
What's so sticky about her? Like, what would make people have such a visceral reaction to
because like
her
because
husband being
it's a matter of does the product actually work, or is it beneficial for you to say that the product works because your family's making money off of it?
But that's not uncommon. If her husband was an investor in
the soccer league.
Right.
Yeah, but I do think it's
I'm
different
talking
when
about
you're
like something
talking
that's more
about
like a
medicine. Yeah, medicine and a product that people are relying on for potentially health needs and just
clearly it's working.
perspectives.
I mean,
Maybe.
have you seen her? Have you seen Serena? It's working.
I haven't actually, but sure, if you say so.
Oh, well, you must be the one that's under a rock. I mean,
No,
over the last,
I'm
what
like
would you
with
say, 6
Venus.
months?
Serena need to show up. Where's she been for me to see her?
Correct. I do agree to that.
Okay, sidebar. She did just recently induct Maria Sharapova into the Tennis Hall of Fame. She went
but
to
nobody knew that she was going to do that. So I do agree that what Janelle is saying, like, your sister is playing in the U.S. Open. Show up to the U.S. Open and sit in her box. Like, most people aren't going to know that Maria Sharapova was getting either way.
Right, but I mean, as far as seeing her, I'm talking about like the images on Instagram where Serena like was posting her body pics and people were doing the side by sides and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was talking about, like in terms of seeing her. But yeah.
Okay, well, if you say she looked good, then good for her.
I think that she looks super fit. She looks like she needs to get back out on that tennis court. So, but wishful thinking.
Let's not get crazy. Sure, maybe. And then before we kind of get off of tennis, I believe you sent this to me, the Tiafo and Lululemon, like, what was it, like a billboard or something like that? Like,
Yeah.
Obviously, all these tennis players are sponsored, and every single brand is going to put something out for them heading into the U.S. Open. One thing we don't have on here is like the New Balance spot that I believe Joe Fresh Goods directed for Coco Gauff, and every brand obviously is going to put out some kind of brand message centering their star athletes heading into the tournament. So Tiafo, I believe earlier this year he announced his partnership with Lululemon, and then of course they did something to support him heading into the tournament.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much all that was about, is just like seeing. I think we discussed when Nike had dropped, when he made that transition and he was no longer with Nike, just being like the big fish now in a small pond rather than being in the a small fish in a big pond. Like you start to see the evolution and like really them backing him and pushing him as like their star premier athlete, at least when it comes to tennis. I think it's cool and a good look for him. I hope that he can live up to like and deliver some results that help really like pull that position a bit more.
Yeah. Okay, well, now we can exit out of our long.
This is a tennis podcast.
Segment.
I'm telling you.
Tennis podcast.
Witcha Black tennis ads.
Well, I think last episode, or maybe the episode before, we talked a lot about just kind of like the world of denim and denim ads. And I believe we were talking about like Beyonce and Levi's, but obviously there was like a broader conversation around like the world of denim and advertising that we didn't really touch on, that I still don't really care to touch on. But this past week, maybe like a week ago, Gap released another ad or released an ad with the group Cat's Eye. Are you familiar with them?
I'm not familiar with them.
I wasn't familiar with them before this ad either. But basically it's this young pop group named Cat's Eye. They consist of about like 5 or 6 members. It's like a very diverse group. It's given like K-pop group almost, like a little bit, almost how they were like constructed, is from what I gather. But they are dancing to Khalees's Milkshake in the Gap ad. And I think like with the conversation that's been happening with that other denim ad that we don't have to get into, the juxtaposition of, just kind of like the playfulness,
Wait, what
the
other
diversity.
denim ad?
Huh?
What other denim ad?
The American Eagle joint with with Sydney Sweeney, right? That whole backlash that happened with that, or that whole conversation, very right leaning. It just it devolved into like a very weird place. So I think that then seeing the juxtaposition with like more diverse cast and very playful and all of that, this ad has been getting a lot of pickup, like people doing the dance on TikTok, and I've seen it like literally everywhere. I take it that you have not.
I have seen it.
Okay.
I didn't tap in to be like, what is this? But when I actually watched the spot, the spot is cool, great. Like, it's beautifully shot. It looks like it's great. It's great. I wonder why they tapped Cat's Eye though. Is it because of the diversity play?
I think maybe it's a diversity play. Maybe they just, appeal to a younger Gen Z audience that I'm not a part of, and therefore just not tapped in with. And maybe they like the hottest thing out right now, and we just don't know.
Well, hey, what I will say is it's a great campaign whenever you have an organic presence on social, like taking it and it's growing legs on its own. That's what you want to happen when you have like a campaign like this, and your target audience actually taps in with it.
Yeah. And then I also think people picked up on the fact that, like, I think Khalees re-recorded Milkshake for this
I was
ad.
about to say there was something different about the production in total, not even just the vocal, because I was like, is this them? It sounds like a new record.
Yeah,
something's happening.
I think that they just had Khalees re-record, and obviously we know all the backstory around that song, her relationship with Pharrell, why Beyonce had to take that vocal off of Renaissance and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
I guess shout out to Khalees getting her little bag too. I guess
she finally got it.
I'm gonna save my shout out. Y'all can give it
you
to her.
You said what?
I said I'm gonna save my shout out. Y'all can give it to her.
Okay. Fair.
Okay.
Fair. Yeah. I forgot. While this is a tennis podcast, this is also a Beyonce podcast. So let's be very clear there.
Okay.
And then one more thing I wanted to say on this ad was the dance itself. Did you see the choreography?
Yeah.
Did you like the choreography?
I didn't assess the choreography in that way.
Okay.
I just know it was a lot of intertwining, moving, coordinates. I think it was cool from that aspect. But you're talking about the actual 8 counts?
Yeah, especially the beginning. I don't know. It reminded... So a couple of months ago when like Shake It to the Max, the song was like really, really hot, like early summer. a choreographer made a routine to that song that everybody was doing on TikTok, but the movements were so weird. Like, I don't know anything about choreography, but the
Hmm.
movements were very awkward and odd and like not the way you would think to dance to like a dance hall
Okay.
song. And I noticed a lot of the similar movements in this dance, and then come to find out it was the same choreographer,
Ah,
this like white guy. I don't know his name, but just when you get a chance, I'm gonna find one of those videos, one of those Shake It to the
okay.
Max videos, and I want you to put that up. It's very weird. It's very weird, which I think also plays into why, at least in the context of this Gap ad, the dance itself is also going very viral. Because I don't remember anybody doing the Tyler dance from that Gap ad, which was also a really good ad. You know, I
Yeah.
know how y'all think I feel about Tyler, but like that was, I think that was like one of the first ads in this series that kind of like
Hmm.
was a nod to previous eras of Gap ads.
Yeah.
Um, but I think the choreography of this one was like super, super sticky and like constructed to get people to mimic it on TikTok
Hmm.
and social and stuff.
I got to go back and watch it now. Now I'm like literally curious to know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Good call on that though. That's your Virgo.
Sure.
The
Sure. I'll take it.
details.
um Staying on denim, more denim talk. Levi's has re-entered the chat. They recently released a spot featuring Shabuzi and Maddie Matheson. You know, yeah,
Hmm.
sure, I love Maddie, but this is Witcha Black ads.
Okay.
So we'll talk about Shabuzi. It was cool. It was okay. I guess it was an ad for their like Levi's classic like 501 denim.
What,
Um, hmm?
wasn't it for a shirt, like a top? No,
Mm-mm.
I'm tripping.
No, I'm pretty sure it was the 501s. I
Maybe
could be
is it more
wrong.
than one spot?
There now might that might be the case. It could be more than one. The only one I saw was the one where they're like in the like at a car mechanic or something like that in the garage.
Uh yeah, it's more than one spot.
Oh, okay. Well, I got to go back and check the other one. So what was the other one about?
The other one was like Shabuzi's shirt was like glittering or something. There was like nighttime and they were like playing a card game or something. And the button on his shirt was glittering. Then there was this white horse. I can't explain it. And this wolf with like this diamond eye. I know it
Huh?
sounds crazy, but watch it.
Okay. Hold
It's
on.
like I like to see your world. It's the Western shirt.
Okay. Pause for a
Yeah.
second. I need to see this in real time. Huh. Okay. So
Yeah.
it seems to be two spots, one for the Western shirt and one for the 501 jeans.
Did I explain that correctly?
Yeah, there was a
Okay.
horse and then a wolf with a crystal eye and then Shabuzi and his grills and a campfire. Yep. You
Yeah.
got it. You got it pretty
Yeah.
much right.
Okay. Okay. So let me make
Cool.
sure.
You know what? I've never okay, growing up in Miami, like Timbs were never really a thing like that, right? But I recently saw the collab with Rennell's Ice Studios in Timberland, and
Hmm.
then the spot or the shoot features Eve,
Yeah.
billionaire Eve
Billionaire.
now.
They're like, let's make sure we
Um,
qualify that.
and
She
I
said her husband is
I
not a
might need
billionaire.
I
She said
might
that?
need a pair
She
of
said
Timbs.
that.
She said what?
She said her husband is. She said, "Let me get this straight. My husband is not a billionaire." I was like, "Okay."
Girl, that's not a record
He
that you
must be
need to
close
correct.
enough then.
Right. Okay, sure. But yeah, so this shoot, I'm not sure if there was like a corresponding film. If so, I didn't see it. But a shoot for Ice Studios and the Timberland collab featuring Eve really makes me want these Timbs. I don't need them, but I'm gonna do my damnedest to get my
So
hands on a pair.
is it the marketing that makes you want them? Or is it the boot
Um,
itself? Like if it
I
was
think
did
it's the
not
shoe
feature Eve.
itself.
Okay.
I wanted them before I saw like when the first shoe like when the shoe itself dropped before they put out um anything with Eve. I was like,
Hmm.
those are kind of fire. So
Yeah. Well, growing up in Delaware, having a fresh pair of Timbs every year before school started was like a must. That was always a stop when we were school shopping. Like I was going to go get a pair of Butters, and that was that.
yeah.
I really enjoyed this. Like this campaign just felt so luxe. I love
Hmm.
like Eve coming and being a part of it and just like chilling there. It makes me want the shoe. Like I thought it was a cool like situation between Timberland, Ice Studios, and Eve all together. Yeah. Sign me up.
Do you think they had to drop a bag for her, being that she is married to an almost billionaire, or you think she just did it off the strength?
There was definitely a bag there.
Well, no,
Um,
I'm just saying. Like, what do you think it was more the bag or more off the strength?
I think off the strength, I think for the culture, I think Eve understands who she is from a cultural perspective, and aligning herself with an opportunity like this makes sense. Also, I just
Hmm.
did a Google search and they said her husband is worth like 60 million. So that might actually be debunked. But
Okay, what's the difference between? I mean, to me, ain't no difference.
oh right, to us there is a difference. 60 million more than I got. But yeah, I think it was a bit of both.
Yeah.
You feel differently?
Okay. Say that again.
Janelle, you feel differently?
No, I was just, I'm just wondering how I'm over here, like how much money Ice Studios out here dropping because I mean, they come with banger after banger. This isn't the
Oh
first
yeah.
time they've worked with kind of like a cultural staple. I'm blanking on who it was they used before, but I think that I think to your point, it's a little bit of both. Like obviously she ain't coming for free, but I
Yeah.
also think that like Renell can get some of those bigger names to, just
She
off the strength.
she definitely has enough cachet where she
Yeah.
can pull that for sure.
Yeah. And, I think it makes sense. We on the last episode talked about the, how the early 2000s, like 2010s have kind of like come back around and
Yeah.
this feels right on time for that moment.
Agreed. I love
Cool.
it.
Yeah, I do too. I need to check back in on when these actually drop so I can make sure
On
I
the
don't miss
site
them.
on Ice Studios, it says they're sold out. So I missed that.
Damn it. I'm
Yeah.
finding out in real time. Okay, well, we'll see what the resale's going for.
Good luck.
Okay. um so earlier this summer, we talked a little bit about Essence and what Essence had going on and, the backlash that was going on with Essence Fest.
Hmm.
But a couple of days ago, it was announced that Caroline Wanga, who is the CEO of Essence, is stepping down.
She is I don't know if she's a CEO. Yeah, she is CEO. She is stepping down. CEO of Essence Ventures.
Mm-hmm. And I know that she was like on a medical leave since maybe like last year. So
Okay.
I don't
I
know if
didn't
it's
realize
health
that.
related. I don't know if it's backlash related, if it's a mix of both, but if I'm out on medical leave and then y'all blaming me for like the failing of Essence Fest that I
Yeah,
ain't
I'm a
really even
lead
had a
too.
part in, yeah, I'm getting out of here too. Y'all got it. Since y'all know every goddamn thing.
And you got your degree.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, how significant is this? Do you feel like this is significant for her and likewise for Essence?
Yeah, I think it's significant for both. I
She,
mean, I'm interested to see where she lands next or what she does next. But like, you know, I would say over the past 5-ish years, like Essence has been in a weird place. They got
yeah.
repurchased. You know, it's back black owned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rich Lou, who owned Shea Moisture and that whole thing, sold Shea Moisture, bought back Essence. There was like a little controversy in the mix in there somewhere too. So I think that, yeah, like, and then we're talking about in a time where print media is still, you know, not at its apex. So
Very true.
yeah, this is a very crucial phase. Like what Essence does next could make or break the brand. Yeah. And there are not a lot of like Black publications, you know, legacy publications still out there. So rooting for them.
You're right. I agree with you.
Yeah.
We'll see. Let's stay close.
We shall see. But yeah, these next couple of months are going to be very crucial for the brand.
Who would you put to replace her if you had to like just have a wild pick? Does anybody come to mind? The answer could be no as well.
There's no one top of mind. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of great candidates, Black candidates out there that can do the job. I'm as you mentioned, it's late on a school night, so
would you put like an Issa Rae in that seat?
Say what?
Would you put an Issa in that seat?
Does Issa know anything about print media?
I don't know.
This ain't the time. This ain't the time
but
to do a
there's more
Pharrell
to Essence than print
Vuitton.
media. Like print media is just one arm of the Essence ventures, right?
Yeah, but I think it's like it's a pivot. It might be the biggest piece of it.
It was like their base. It was like their base. I feel like before, like what
it was,
you knew,
I agree.
You know, what you knew Essence for.
Yeah.
Besides the festival. So, yeah.
You know who I was thinking about, but I don't know. So the editor-in-chief of The Cut, Lindsay Peoples.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think that she'd be a good candidate. I don't know if she would take the job. I don't know if she wants the role, but
yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, I think she did a lot of great stories when she was at The Cut with lots of great Black talent on, featured.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think
she's still at The Cut since 2021.
Okay.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, that's all I really have.
Cool.
All right. Well, back to sports. I saw a post. It wasn't like an official, or maybe it was like, I didn't see it on Adidas, but I'm sure they posted it. But basically, there's a new spot for Anthony Edwards, and it's kind of like closing this like AE1 chapter and like opening the door for what will be like their next iteration of their marketing with the AE2. Mm-hmm. So basically, everything that we've seen up until this point has featured Anthony Edwards in this kind of like peach colored world. And, they did a lot there. It was like a whole series that
Yeah.
that they did. But basically this one kind of like runs through a lot of those spots, all that they did in that environment, and then shows him opening up this door, like pretty much saying like we're breaking out of this room, like the next phase will be something completely different. Did you see it?
Yep. I did see it. And the title of the spot is Introduction, like END. So it's a double entendre of the end of something, but also introducing.
Yeah.
I thought it was clever. Like exiting out of AE1 and then a soft launch, letting you know to anticipate something else coming.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
And then also, my bad.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, and then also, just kind of like echoing my sentiment from last episode where the Law and Zendaya, I just love that his best friend is in these spots as well and getting the bag. Like, nah, you my dog. You've been rocking with me. Come get this bag with me with Adidas. That's crazy. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think
Like strictly as my homie.
Every
Yeah,
single
literally.
drop that they've had in that series, we've talked about, and just how it's like continued to build. It's been great storytelling. So I'm excited to see what the next chapter of that storytelling looks like. Yeah, I'll be tuned in.
Likewise.
Dope. So are you getting your tickets to go see Brandy and Monica? I'm sure they're coming your way.
I plan to.
Okay. Well, they're not coming anywhere near Portland, nor are they going to Miami.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Which I thought was
they got flights.
Yeah.
They saw what happened at SeaWorld. They said, baby, I don't know if we want to go down to...
No, that was
that was not even in Florida.
I'm joking. I know I'm joking.
Damn. Can Florida catch a break?
Oh my God.
But in, I guess, like collaboration with them and like the announcement of the tour, they've partnered with Dunkin' Donuts for their, was it like cereal and milk latte or something like that? And they put out a cute little spot, like the latte is mine. It's basically Brandy and Monica arguing over whose latte it is, and yeah, you get it. Play on
no, it's my latte, not yours. It's mine.
Yeah. What'd you think of the partnership?
I feel like it makes sense. Like, hey, what can we do? What can we tap into that's a culturally relevant moment? Who's hot right now or on the precipice of being hot? Something like that. We saw them do the same thing with Ice Spice and that Munchkin latte or whatever.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Where is she? Has anybody checked on Ice Spice?
No,
she's in that movie. She's in that Spike Lee movie, isn't she?
Oh, yeah, Highest to Lowest. She does have a cameo.
Yeah. Okay.
Does she?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does
that change your mind about going to see the movie? Because it definitely weighed into mine.
I'm just, the thought did pass. I'm like, why? Okay.
Yeah,
fine,
why?
we'll take it.
I'm gonna still go check it out. I'm gonna still check it out.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna see it. I'm definitely gonna see it.
I'm just gonna be quiet on that, actually. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else on Brandy, Monica, and Dunkin' Donuts?
Who is all on that tour? Isn't it Brandy,
and
Monica,
Kelly Rowland?
Kelly,
she's
Money Long.
Oh,
I think
am I
that's
missing
it.
one? Yeah.
So wait, Kelly Rowland is opening up for
Brandy and Monica. Yes.
How we feel about that?
I don't like her opening for them.
I mean, isn't the tour called The Boy Is Mine Tour? So she's definitely opening if she's on the tour. But ain't no
Coco
way.
Jones is also on it. And Jamal Roberts, the winner of American Idol.
Okay, he should be opening. Coco
He
Jones
should be
should be
opening.
opening.
Yeah.
Kelly
I
Rowland,
she should be smack dab in the middle. I mean, what you're saying is she should be headlining her own tour?
Yes.
maybe. I'm trying to count the songs. Hold on.
She has a lot of
Yeah.
music though.
Well, then she need to go over there to Europe and sing them songs because
Okay.
yeah,
And get that
that's
coin.
crazy.
Okay, y'all are wild.
Cool.
What else we got?
Last thing on the agenda is some new products that we have from Tracy Ellis Ross under the umbrella of Pattern Beauty. She has Pattern Body now. So we're not just dabbling in the hair care field. We are, getting the skin together as well. Did you see that?
I did see it. I did see it. I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it.
And what did you think of it when you saw it?
I really didn't have any thoughts. I'm like, makes sense. I'm not like, what is it called? Groundbreaking. It's not groundbreaking. Like, obvious. I think we've talked about it ad nauseum. These skincare lines, hair care lines that celebrities are doing. It must be doing well to where she wanted to say, okay, let's expand the product line. And for that, I'm all here for it.
Yeah. And what I will say though is you said obvious, like it was a bad thing, but I don't think that that's a bad thing. Cause I think sometimes we come in here and it's like those partnerships that are like way off the cuff where like they're dabbling in something that we're just like, that makes no sense. So it's I think it's good because it is obvious. Like if you're doing
I
something,
understand your sentiment.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
hair care,
like skincare.
Skin kind of feels right there in the same vein.
Yeah. She
Makes
also
sense.
recently just did like a extension for the hair care line. It's called Something for the Fellas. It's like a box set with like a brush and probably like some wave pomade, or I don't know exactly what's in it, but they did like a social spot for that too, which I thought was cool. I'm like, yeah, y'all probably see that opportunity where no one is really packaging something specifically for guys. And I'm like, that's dope, because if you have the market and the ladies are getting products for their hair, they're already visiting the sites and things like that, whether it's for their sons, their dads, their significant others. I think it's cool to have that product extension like already packaged up. That's like an easy win, low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
She said Pattern gonna be a household name.
Just like my mother. Period.
I mean, speaking of, did we talk about that? Because she also had like an extension, right? We didn't talk about the new Sacred products.
Oh, yeah. I was talking about her literal mother. But yes, let's talk about Sacred.
I thought you were talking about your mother.
Oh, okay. First of all, I don't know how true this is, but I saw like some reports on Instagram that said that Sacred is now estimated between $600 and $900 million. And Beyonce is the sole owner. You
said, and Beyonce is the what?
The sole, like she's 100%, it's 100% owned by her.
So what? Tina don't own none of that?
Listen, these are allegations. I'm not here to report facts. I'm here to report what I saw. So none of this is...
You're not here to report facts?
Because I don't want y'all all down in my inbox and comments saying that I'm not...
Report
I
facts.
told you I saw
to report
an
some
Instagram.
Hearsay.
That is great.
At least I gave you the caveat not to take this for, 100% fact.
All right. So Beyonce's a billionaire. Miss Tina has nothing to do with it.
Allegedly, yes.
Allegedly, okay.
But let's talk about the extension. Also, something about them. The oil drop sells like X amount per minute. Like it's insane.
Yeah, they said like it sells out like every I saw the stat, but it didn't make any sense to me.
I'm
It was
about
like
to
a
get some of
bottle
that
every
hair
6
oil and
seconds or something.
see what it does,
Listen,
child.
I just
Because if
ordered me
y'all talking
some.
about
I'm
it,
waiting for it. I'm
did
waiting for
you?
it to come in the mail. I sure did. I
Yeah,
got I was there in the first 6 seconds.
I've not seen like any bad reviews. Anyone saying like, "Oh, it's not all that. It's not what y'all say it is." Everybody has been saying like these products are legit.
Yeah.
So, what is it that she launched? Like this protection,
A
protection,
detangling,
Yeah. It seems
detangling
like
spray.
she released a suite of products for protective styling, and that's all I really got for you, honestly. It was like
and it's blue,
say what?
and it's blue. Like the
Yeah, and
product
it's
line is
blue.
blue.
Yeah. It's blue and it's for protective styles. So it's like a detangler for like taking down your braids and stuff like that. I don't know. Don't get me to lying.
Cool.
I'm
I
not
mean,
here to
I'm here
report
for it. I love
facts.
it.
I'm here to report what I
No,
saw.
this is what I want. And stop. Don't, do not, do not. For all the people that had so much rah 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 to say about, oh, why is Beyonce doing a hair care line? She don't even show her hair. Oh, Beyonce doing this. What's the story? It don't even make sense. Why is she doing it? Can we come back to the table and kind of reflect?
Well, that wasn't any of us. So yeah, we can.
Okay. Well, for y'all that did and you're listening, like I want you to reflect on those statements now that we're on the other side of this. But yeah, I'm here for it. I love everything that Beyonce is doing right now. She's like, I don't know.
Wait, now that I think about it, was it us?
It was you.
It was me. What did I say?
I feel like, Bronson, you said, I just want it to be more, I want the story.
You
Yeah,
said something about
You
wigs.
said, I want it to make sense.
All right,
Like,
don't put it all on me.
I want to know the story. I want to know the backstory. I don't want it to just be another hair care product from a celebrity. So we're saying that these are things that you said. So can you revisit what you said? Are you happy with the story that's being told? Has Beyonce told you enough backstory? Has Beyonce told you enough backstory to believe in Sacred and Sir Davis and all of the things that she's released now in conjunction with the music?
She's absolutely delivered on all the things that I requested her to deliver on, which is something that I anticipate her doing because she's Beyonce in the way that she like executes. So I'm glad with at least, Sacred.
I felt like there's some shade in there, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
It's not.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
It's not, y'all. It's really not. Y'all are not gonna make me out to be a villain.
You tried to put it on me, so I'm just saying I wasn't having a conversation with myself.
I stand by all of my statements.
I do too.
In regards
always.
to this. Okay, period. Well, we good.
All right.
And cool.
That wraps
up. That wraps up Above the Fold for this week. Thank you for your attention to these matters. Are you ready to get into Guess That Spokesperson?
Let's do it.
All right, I'm ready to go. The brand is Cream of Nature. Are you familiar?
I'm black, aren't I?
Okay, yes. I know that's right. So this individual is a child prodigy. By the age of 12, she had a record deal with Atlantic Records and had begun releasing original music. She landed her first feature film role just before the age of 10. And she has made history as the youngest talk show host in American TV history at just the age of 20 years old.
Say those hints one more time. Sorry.
By the age of 12, she had a record deal with Atlantic Records and was releasing original music. She landed her first feature film role just before the age of 10. And she made history as the youngest talk show host in American TV history at the age of 20 years old.
Was this person in any iconic TV shows?
Yes. I mean, it depends on your definition of iconic.
It depends on your definition of iconic.
I don't know if I would say iconic.
Yeah, if it's not like maybe a show that everybody would know,
Yeah,
probably
I
not.
wouldn't say iconic.
It's not a show everybody would know. Is that what you're saying?
Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Is that what you're saying, or it is?
That's what I'm saying. It's not a.
Okay.
It's not. I don't think it's iconic shows.
Why do I feel like I know this answer, but that answer just threw me off. Youngest talk show host. First feature film. Is this person from the Chicago area?
I want to say yes. Let's see. Yes.
Does this person currently have a podcast?
Yes.
Is it Keke Palmer?
It is Keke
You
Palmer.
tried to get me. You tried to get me.
Yo, my last clue was going to say that she has 3 studio albums.
See, you tried to throw me off with the album. Because I was like, I know Bronson wouldn't make Keke Palmer. If I say Keke Palmer, I'm gonna look crazy as shit.
But did you know Cream of Nature is founded in Chicago as well? So I think that's where like some of the
I
parallels.
do remember seeing this. Now that you say that, seeing this and her talking about the fact that it was like it was based in Chicago, and that's why she felt like a kinship to the brand and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, is Cream of Nature the one that's helping her pull off these red looks and this shortcut? Because whatever it is, it's working. She looks really good.
She does look good.
Really good.
She's been looking real good.
She's been looking like Angela Bassett's daughter for real.
I know, right?
That was shade.
That wasn't shade.
No, the whole
okay.
Yeah, that was.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Thank you for entertaining me in that. I guess now it's time for Going With Your Black Ads or That Ain't It. Janelle, I'll let you go first.
Oh, okay. Damn, this one's kind of hard. Okay, Going With Your Black Ads. I'm going to give that to all the black girls at the U.S. Open that are getting their coin, okay? So even if they aren't in there anymore, but like Osaka, Taylor, Coco, Venus,
Alicia
Baptiste,
Parks, Taylor Townsend.
All of them. That's who I want to give it to. Honorable mention to Ice Studios and Timberland with Eve, but I think right now it's tennis time. That ain't it. I mean, I guess the only negative thing that we really talked about was Caroline Wanga stepping down, but like I don't think that that's anybody's fault. You know, these things happen. So I don't really have one, I think, for this episode.
Go ahead, Amadi.
Okay. Going With Your Black Ads. I'm going to give that to Eve, Ice Studios, and Timberland, I think. And also double tapping on the black girls at the U.S. Open. I mean, I live for the fact that Taylor Townsend is having this moment in her own brand.
Yeah.
That ain't it. You know,
Go ahead.
That ain't it for Serena not having her ass at the U.S. Open in Venus's box for the last 3 matches. That ain't it to that. Serena's on the list, and the U.S. Open is, so I'm just combining those two and saying that ain't it.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, damn. I didn't know
I'm going to give, I know, but wow.
I didn't know we did that up here.
Sorry.
A team meeting immediately after the podcast. Like, what are we doing? It's like, no. I'm going with your black ads to Taylor Townsend. I like that y'all are being inclusive of all the other girls, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to her. I think she represented herself really, really well. I love that she's on court wearing her own brand and just like in the face of losing her sponsorships and like still coming out and battling and like positioning herself in the way that she is. Like, I want to elevate her as much as I possibly can. And That Ain't It is going to her sorry opponent, Ostapenko. Girl, like...
The fact that y'all even remember this girl's name is crazy.
Because Ostapenko, we know Ostapenko. Ostapenko 1 is a player that we were okay with because she was beating Iga every time she played. Like, she has like a 7-0. Iga Swiatek, the Poland girl.
Oh, it's Swiatek. Yeah, duh.
She has won like every other slam. Like, you know who that is. Anyway.
Okay.
Ostapenko, that ain't it.
Talking about English is my second language.
Again, I want to come with this sorry ass apology. Like, girl, get out of here. So yeah, all the black people get behind Taylor, root for her, make sure you feel it. She feels it. Yes. And yeah, that's it. That's what I got.
All right.
That wraps up another episode of Witcha Black Ads. Spodie is letting us know as well.
Spodie and this battery is telling me wrap it up.
Yeah, as always, subscribe, like, find us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, and make sure you comment. Let us know what you see out there. Until next time, see y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. God, that's what I'm talking about. It was so black ass. It was black ass.